Good evening, Rockville Center Board of Education, Superintendent Gavin and Central Administration, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, family and friends, and the soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2026. It is my honor as principal of Southside High School to open the commencement exercises of the class of 2026. Mr. Eric Green, President of the Student Government Association, will begin the proceedings.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. The salutatorian of the graduating class of 2026 is Abigail Gruner. She is an outstanding student who has shown tremendous dedication, hard work, and a commitment to excellence in all that she does. She is on her way to great success at the University of Virginia. I greatly look forward to hearing her remarks. Abby?
Good evening, faculty, administrators, families, and last but not least, students of the class of 2026. This is the part where I should probably say we finally did it, and of course I'm excited, but at the same time, I can't really believe that it's here. As I'm sure you all can relate, there were many times this year when I was told, it'll all work out, or you'll end up where you're meant to be. And I'll be honest, I didn't always believe it, but now, looking back, I'm excited for what's next. Though it isn't exactly what I had planned, I think that's kind of the point. Nothing is supposed to stay the same forever, and there is something out there waiting for us, even or maybe especially if it isn't the plan. Whether you loved high school or hated it, I think a lot of us have this idea that when we leave, out in the real world, everything is different. And I think that yes, in ways it will be, but some things are also the same, both the things we loved and the things that we hated. There will be embarrassments and disappointments like the ones that we all felt at one point or another in high school, or hard days and hard battles that you have to fight. But there will also be successes like the ones that so many of us found these past 4 years, be it on the field or the court, on the stage, or in the classroom and beyond. And even though adults aren't teenagers, the parallels can sometimes be scarier than we would think. So though there is a whole world out there that we have yet to experience, it's not completely unknown, for the same principles apply. Keep your head high, keep fighting for what matters to you. Keep trying, keep loving, keep living, and most importantly, keep finding happiness, even if it is in the smallest moment at the end of the day. And finally, keep learning. Though high school may be over, we are far from done. Just because this chapter of our lives is closing doesn't mean it can't or won't continue to influence us. Whether we knew it consciously or not, this place and these people have shaped us in a variety of ways, perhaps more than we realized. We are the people we are today because of who we met and what we went through. So though we are leaving this group and this place behind, it is part of who we are. It is time for us to go find a new place to belong, to explore, and hopefully to fall in love with. But though many of us are headed in different directions and we don't know if we will see each other again, we have been molded by the experiences we had together. That being said, there are so many more experiences waiting out there for us. As we close this chapter, I hope the next one will be even better than the last. Now I will say it. Congratulations, everyone. We did it.
Thank you, Abby. I'm very pleased to present a series of 3 awards recognizing 4 outstanding seniors in the class of 2026. The first award is the PTA Southside Strong Centennial Award for School and Community. The recipient of this award is a respectful and spirited student who has the innate ability to bring out the best in people, whether in the classroom or through her involvement in extracurricular activities. Her IB Visual Art teacher recalls, "I remember her to be an outstanding student, eager to learn and open-minded, never settling for the quick or easy solution, always wanting to improve her skills. Her uplifting personality makes her an absolute delight to be around, and this trait is truly appreciated by all she interacts with, which spans a wide spectrum within our community. Beyond the classroom, she has committed herself to getting involved in so many different ways. She has truly become a dedicated leader and a compassionate community member. In her role as student government treasurer, she has taken on significant student leadership roles in the building, ensuring the student voice was represented in what we do at Southside. Her long-term work in the Liberty Partnerships program since middle school showcases her commitment to advocacy. She embraced cultural exploration and service through the Cultural Cooking Club and the Art Club. She was also president of the Take a Look at Teaching Club. In these roles, she demonstrated leadership, empathy, and a talent for mentoring others. She constantly encouraged her peers to consider impactful careers in fields like education. I am impressed by her desire to lead and to make a positive change in our community and in our world. She will be bringing her cheerful persona and positive energy to Loyola University next fall. Congratulations, Elena Rivera. The next award is the Dr. Richard Byers School and Community Service Award. The Byers Award is given to a student who demonstrates school spirit and exemplifies all that Southside High School stands for. This student has distinguished himself as one of Southside High School's most dedicated and engaged students. As a full IB diploma candidate, he has consistently challenged himself through one of the most rigorous academic programs available while maintaining a deep commitment to giving back to our school community. His intellectual curiosity extends far beyond the classroom, as evidenced by his participation in advanced veterinary and mathematical research programs, his passion for computer science, and his relentless pursuit of knowledge. Whether participating in academic enrichment opportunities or taking on leadership roles throughout the school, he approaches every responsibility with focus, integrity, and a genuine desire to make things better. What truly sets him apart is the meaningful impact he has made on Southside through his leadership and through his service. As president of the Student Government Association, president of the Chess Club, and vice president of the Code Conquest Club, he has worked tirelessly to strengthen student engagement and foster a positive school culture. His involvement in numerous organizations, combined with his volunteer work supporting animal welfare, reflects a student who is committed not only to his own successes, but to that improving the experiences of those around him. He embodies the values of scholarship, leadership, and service that define Southside High School, and his contributions have left a lasting positive impression on both his peers and the faculty. He will be attending Boston University in the fall, where we know he is destined for success. Congratulations to Eric Green. The final awards to be presented are the Laurel Awards, one of Southside High School's highest honors, given annually to two graduating seniors whose academic excellence, leadership, service, and character have profoundly shaped our school community. Presenting these awards in no particular order is Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matthew Gavin.
Thank you, Dr. Walsh, and congratulations to the class of 2026. This year's first recipient of the Laurel Award is an extraordinary young woman whose intelligence, leadership, and compassion have made a lasting impact on the Southside community. She is driven, reflective, and remarkably mature beyond her years. Whether in the classroom, on the athletic field, or through service to others, she approaches every opportunity with enthusiasm and purpose. Her humility, positivity, and ability to lead by example have earned the admiration and respect of her peers, teachers, coaches, and employers alike. As an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, this young woman has challenged herself with some of the most rigorous courses offered at Southside, including IB Physics, IB Math Analysis, IB English, IB Business Management, while also excelling at AP Calculus BC and AP Statistics. She is intellectually curious, highly organized, and consistently elevates classroom discussion through her thoughtful insight and her strong work ethic. She has received recognition for her academic excellence through her induction into the National Math, Science, Spanish, and Tri-M Honor Societies, as well as through the National College Board National Recognition Program. Outside of the classroom, this young woman's involvement is truly remarkable. She serves as president of the Model UN, where she helped grow a club into one of the school's largest organizations, and is also vice president of her class, secretary of DECA, president of the SAFE Club, and an active member of Best Buddies and Center Stage Productions. A four-time DECA state qualifier, she has distinguished herself through her leadership and entrepreneurial mindset. She has volunteered hundreds of hours at Camp Anchor supporting individuals with special needs and has raised thousands of dollars to support the organization's programs, earning the Presidential Volunteer Service Award at the gold level. In addition, she is a dedicated three-sport varsity athlete in soccer, basketball, and track and field, where her competitiveness, loyalty, and work ethic make her an invaluable teammate and leader. This young woman truly embodies what it means to make the most of every opportunity. Despite her countless accomplishments, her greatest strength remains her genuine care for others and her ability to connect with people in a meaningful way. The Southside community is incredibly proud of all she has achieved and excited for all that lies ahead as she continues her education at the University of Notre Dame as a business manager. We know that her future is exceptionally bright. Congratulations, Molly Reardon. The second recipient of the Laurel Award carries himself with a level of integrity and thoughtfulness that is rare among his peers. He approaches challenges with a level-headedness that is both calming and reassuring to those around him. His ability to see beyond titles and focus on tangible contributions speaks volumes about his character. He is driven not by accolades, but by the genuine desire to contribute meaningfully to the projects and communities he's involved with. His work ethic, coupled with his keen awareness of the needs of those around him, has made him an invaluable asset to every endeavor he undertakes. Academically, our recipient is incredibly bright, self-disciplined, and has an impeccable work ethic. He recently completed the prestigious IB diploma, choosing to do so by taking the most challenging classes available to him. Our recipient is the type of student that teachers are happy to see on their roster. He has a genuine thirst for knowledge and enjoys engaging in meaningful conversations. Outside the classroom, our recipient is a busy young man who is not afraid to put himself out there and venture into unfamiliar territories. As a freshman, his quiet determination was quite apparent when he decided to join the dive team despite having no prior experience. He embraced the challenge wholeheartedly, stepping well outside his comfort zone. Over the past 4 years, his dedication and perseverance have been nothing short of inspiring. He consistently pushes himself, not just for personal achievement, but for the betterment of his team, embodying the spirit of collaboration and resilience. This impressive young man's musical journey has been equally compelling. With every opportunity he came his way, be it NYSSMA, pep band, wind ensemble, jazz ensemble, symphonic orchestra, or triam, he approached each with enthusiasm and a commitment to excellence. His natural talent with a trumpet is undeniable, yet what sets him apart truly is his unwavering determination to perfect his craft. This year's Laurel Award is a young man who exemplifies qualities I wish all of our students would possess. He is mature, intelligent, conscientious, caring, and driven. He will proudly attend North Carolina State, where I'm confident he will have a positive impact. It is with great pride that I am able to dedicate the Laurel Award for the class of 2026 to William Barrow-Canal.
Thank you, Mr. Gavin. I would now like to welcome our valedictorian, Megan Chiara, to deliver her remarks. Megan is a tremendous student, caring and kind individual, and someone who makes everyone around her better. She is destined for success as she prepares to embark on her studies at North Carolina State University. I greatly look forward to her speech.
Good afternoon to the esteemed faculty and administrators, family and friends, and most importantly, the Southside High School class of 2026. I am honored to speak before you today. Throughout our 4 years at Southside, our class has accomplished extraordinary things. This year alone, 4 students represented our school at the All-State Music Festival, our girls' volleyball team won a state championship, a student's artwork will be displayed in Congress, and 3 of our teams won county championships. Beyond these achievements, we have led community service projects, raised money for those in need, and made a meaningful impact on our school and greater community. All of these accomplishments were in addition to our focus on academics, family commitments, and work. I am in awe of the many things we have achieved. Although each of us stands here as an individual, none of us reached this moment alone. We are a reflection of the community that has supported us every step of the way, and that community is what made Southside so special to us. Today, we walk the stage because of the support of our families, friends, teachers, coaches, and mentors. These relationships are the true strength of Southside. While many of us never may again solve an Algebra 2 problem or discuss the literary devices in Persepolis, we will carry the lessons and relationships we gained at Southside for the rest of our lives. We have shaped each other in countless ways. I am deeply grateful to be a part of this community and proud to have been shaped by it. My accomplishments have always been and will always be rooted in the guidance and support of those who have helped to get me here. Southside is a special place because of the dedicated students, faculty, administrators, and RVC community who have invested their time and resources to create a place for everyone to grow. The classes, extracurriculars, clubs, teams, and events that make up our school have allowed us to not only grow academically, but also to flourish as people. These opportunities did not happen by chance. They are the result of years of dedication, collaboration, and hard work from members of our school community who believed in creating an environment where every student could learn and find a place to belong. I know future generations of Southside students will benefit from the opportunities our class and community have helped build over the last 4 years, just as we have benefited from the efforts of those who came before us. As all of us move on to our next chapter, I hope we carry with us the lessons we have learned at Southside. Whether your most impactful lesson came from a lifelong friendship, a history class discussion, personal growth, or maybe even Algebra 2, each of us leaves with experiences that will continue to shape us long after graduation. I owe an apology to my Algebra 2 teacher, Mrs. Wong. Ironically, I promise that I will be using Algebra 2 for many years to come. One day, when we reflect on graduation, we will not remember the chords, the sashes, the honor societies, or our GPA. We will only remember the people who shaped this special place. Today, we leave not only with a diploma, a transcript, and a decorated cap, but with the support of a community that will follow us no matter how far we may travel. I cannot wait to see what our class will achieve and the future impact we will make. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Megan. It is now my honor to introduce to you Ms. Kelly Barry, President of the Board of Education.
Good evening, class of 2026. This evening belongs to you. Tonight is one of those rare moments in life when you can actually feel time moving. For many of you, it feels impossible that the first day of kindergarten could somehow lead to this moment. Here you are. Every important moment in the life is a threshold, a doorway between who you were and who you are becoming. You have crossed more of them than you realize. Tonight is one more. And every time life has asked something of you, you have met the moment. Think back to your first day of kindergarten. Buildings that seemed enormous, backpacks nearly your size, hallways that felt endless, classrooms full of faces that you didn't yet know, and yet you walked in. You figured it out. You found your people, many of whom are sitting beside you right now, and some of whom will be beside you for the rest of your lives. That first act of courage is worth naming tonight, because it was the beginning of a pattern you have repeated again and again, and will continue to rely on for the rest of your lives. Then came middle school. The hallways got louder, the social world got more complicated, and the ground shifted in ways nobody anticipated. Because in the middle of it all, the world itself was disrupted. You adapted. You continued. You pushed forward. This is not a small thing. This is character. And then came high school. Over these past 4 years, something remarkable has taken shape. There was discovery here of talent, of passion, of who you are as a learner and as a person. There were friendships deepened and friendships created. There were teachers who challenged you, coaches who pushed you, counselors who listened and supported you. There were moments of genuine joy and moments of real difficulty. And through all of it, quietly and steadily, something remarkable was happening. You are becoming who you are. Who you are is what this room is full of tonight. And if tonight proves anything, it is that the future has a way of arriving more quickly and more beautifully than any of us ever expected. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Not as it should happen, not as you intended, but as it happens." The world you are stepping into will not always be easy. It will be uneven. Occasionally, it will even be unfair. And sometimes, it will just be genuinely hard. The capacity to persevere, to continue with purpose when circumstances argue against it, is not a quality to be developed someday. It is one you have already proven that you possess. The oak does not apologize for the storm that sent its roots deeper, and neither will you. You have spent years becoming ready for what comes next, not because you have all the answers, but because you have learned how to ask the right questions. You've learned to adapt to change, continue forward, even when things are difficult. You did not arrive here alone. This class was shaped by families who supported you, teachers who challenged you, friends who stood beside you, and countless people who believed in you along the way. To the parents, grandparents, guardians, and families here tonight, thank you. For the early mornings and the late nights, for the worry you carried without showing it, for believing in them even when they forgot to believe in themselves. To our teachers, counselors, administrators, and every member of our faculty and staff that shaped this class along the way, this work was chosen, and it shows. Your care, patience, and investment in our children, for that we thank you. Class of 2026, what stands before you tonight is something real, not a guarantee, not a map, but a foundation built by many hands, including your own. What you construct upon it from this evening forward is entirely yours to determine. The road ahead is yours to choose, but you do not step onto it unprepared. Go forward with purpose, meet the world with steadiness, build something worthy of the long road that brought you here. We are so proud of you, class of 2026. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Barry. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, family, and friends, and most importantly, to the members of the graduating class of 2026. The date was August 25th, 2022. The Southside High School staff were putting the finishing touches on their preparations for ninth grade orientation, the arrival of a new group of ninth graders, the very students sitting before me today. I was a brand new principal, 2 months on the job, about to welcome my first class to Southside. You could say the nerves were a little high on both sides. We were beginning something together. You were taking your first steps into high school, and I was taking my first steps as principal. 4 years later, it seems fitting that we would arrive at this milestone side by side. Every graduating class is special, but the class of 2026 will always hold a unique place in my heart. You are the first class I've had the privilege of seeing from your very first day of high school to this moment on graduation day. Over the past 4 years, I've watched you grow from freshmen navigating a new environment to the accomplished, resilient, and compassionate young adults that you are today. As I thought about what makes the class of 2026 unique, I asked members of our faculty and staff to share with me what comes to mind when they think of this group of students. They used words and phrases such as determination, conviction, character, the golden standard, rose to every occasion, hardworking, leadership, creative, responsible, problem solvers. They speak to the character you have demonstrated every day at Southside. What struck me most was that these words weren't about what you achieved necessarily, they were more about who you are. It's common at graduation ceremonies to hear advice such as follow your passion or find your purpose. While there's certainly value in both, I've come to believe there's a more fundamental question to consider. A few weeks ago, during the Knicks' incredible playoff run, a group of us found ourselves debating a simple question. If you had a ticket to a Knicks finals game and someone offered you a huge profit for it, would you do it? Would you sell the ticket or would you go to the game? The room was split. Some people said, sell it, that's life-changing money. Others said, no chance, you can't put a price on being there at that event. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that life presents us with versions of this question all the time, because neither answer is necessarily right or wrong. Selling the ticket might create a new opportunity for you. It might help pay for something important, open a door, or put you on a different path. There's value in that. Going to the game might create something else, a memory that you carry with you forever. There's value in that also. The lesson isn't whether you choose the money or the moment. The lesson is understanding what you value and having the courage to make choices aligned with those values. As life becomes more complicated, your values will become more important. They become your compass when there isn't an obvious right answer. They help you decide which opportunities to pursue, which risks to take, and which relationships to invest in. I implore you not to think about what everyone else thinks is important. The challenge is figuring out what matters most to you. If there's one thing I hope you take with you today, it is this: define success for yourself. Know your values, let them guide your decisions, and be open to the possibility that your values may evolve over time as you grow, learn, and experience more of the world. A meaningful life is not built by making the same choices as everyone else. It's built by making choices that reflect who you are and what you hope to become. So the final question I leave to our soon-to-be graduates, and one I encourage you to revisit often, is, what is it that you value? I've already gotten a glimpse into what this class values right now. Recently, at our senior luncheon and yearbook signing, I continued a tradition of asking our seniors what they will miss most about Southside. The overwhelming answer was strikingly simple: the people. Friends, teachers, coaches, classmates, teammates, the traditions that brought them together. Not one person mentioned a test score, a GPA, or a college acceptance letter. That tells us something important. Long after the assignments are completed and the grades are posted, it is the relationships we build and the experiences that we share that stay with us. Those are the things you value most. Those are the things that have shaped you. Earlier this year, Southside's annual Center Stage production brought together our general education and special education students for a wonderful performance of Southside High School in Neverland. As I sat in the audience, one line struck me as especially meaningful for our seniors that are gathered here today. One of the characters, trying to comfort a friend who was afraid to leave Neverland, said, "Just because you leave doesn't mean you don't love it. We will take all we learned here in Neverland. We've outgrown it." That message feels particularly fitting today. Class of 2026, you are ready. I'm confident that the time you've spent at Southside has prepared you for whatever comes next. Leaving what is familiar can be scary, but it is also exciting. The next chapter of your story is waiting to be written, and I have every confidence you are ready for it. I'd like to thank our parents, family members, friends, mentors, and loved ones. Your support, encouragement, sacrifice, and guidance have helped make this moment possible. The partnership between home and school is one of the most powerful influences in a young person's life, and we are grateful for the opportunity to work alongside of you and helping of the children of Rockville Center grow and thrive. Today we celebrate our graduates, but we also celebrate all of you who helped them get here. And to the class of 2026, thank you for your passion, your kindness, your determination, and your character. Southside is a better place because you are here. As you move forward, I will leave you with the same message I share with every class at the start of each year. Give your best effort and always be kind. The rest will take care of itself. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your principal. I wish you the best in all that you do, and may your values guide your path forward. Go Cyclones. Southside High School is home to a dedicated and passionate faculty who are committed to creating exceptional learning experiences for our students. It is my pleasure to recognize and introduce representatives from our faculty who are in attendance today. Please stand when I say your name. Ms. Taylor Arnakis, special education teacher. Ms. Megan Bagata, teacher assistant. Ms. Kelly Blanc, social worker. Joining us for her final graduation before she embarks on her retirement, Ms. Sylvia Bonanno, Spanish teacher and department facilitator. Mr. Andrew Christensen, science teacher. Dr. Russell Dembin, theater teacher. Mr. Rob Devlin, special education teacher. Ms. Aaliyah Frasa, social worker. Ms. Katie Friel, Spanish teacher. Dr. Doreen Freiling, music teacher. Ms. Jessica Goro, special education teacher. Miss Angela Greenberg, special education teacher. Mr. Bruce Hecker, English teacher and department facilitator. Miss Elizabeth Hertler, English teacher. Miss Margaret Kelly, social studies teacher. Mr. Barry LeBron, music teacher. Miss Liz Marshall, physical education teacher. Mr. Darnell McCallum, math teacher and greenhouse facilitator. Mr. Nicholas Pernod, French teacher. Miss Franny Scanapico, science teacher. Miss Elizabeth Stewart, teacher assistant. Miss Angela Tarquinio, English as a new language teacher. Miss Teresa Yeager, teacher aide. And now, please, one round of applause for the Southside High School faculty in attendance. As the principal of this building, I depend greatly on the leadership team that surrounds me. Every day, this group arrives with a dedicated focus to support our students, staff, and families. I appreciate their insight, encouragement, and steady presence. When I call your name, please rise to be recognized. Miss Andrea Darby, assistant principal. Miss Rachel Green, assistant principal. Mr. Ben Moss, assistant principal. Mr. Brett Rosenthal, assistant principal. We're fortunate tonight to have a number of special guests with us. A special welcome to Mayor Francis X. Murray, Mayor of Rockville Center. Ms. Kathy Baxley, Deputy Mayor, Village of Rockville Center. Trustee Katie Conlon, Village of Rockville Center. Trustee Emilio Grillo, Village of Rockville Center. Congresswoman Laura Gillen. Judge Mindy Roman. Judge William J. Crutier, Jr. Ms. Krista Dorego, Co-President, Southside High School PTSA. Ms. Sarah McAteer, Co-President, Southside High School PTSA. Thank you all for being here and supporting our students and families. May we hear a round of applause for our special guests. Our central office administrators and Board of Education play a vital role in shaping district policies and guiding the mission and vision of our exceptional school district. The class of 2026 and the entire Rockville Center School community have benefited from their strong and dedicated leadership. I want to express my heartfelt thanks to both our central office team and our Board of Education for their steadfast and ongoing support of our high school. Our members of the Board of Education, Ms. Kelly Barry, President. Dr. Donna Downing, Vice President. Ms. Janet Gruner, Secretary. Ms. Tara Hackett, Trustee. And Ms. Erica Messier, Trustee. I'd also like to recognize our members of our central administration. Mr. Matthew Gavin, Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Jacqueline Rehack, Assistant Superintendent of Finance and Operations. Mr. John DiTomaso, Interim Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. Ms. Marie Dalton, Assistant Superintendent, Special Education and Pupil Personnel Services. Our program directors and coordinators, Mr. Gaetano Accardi, Director of Math, Science, and Technology. Mr. Patrick McGuire, Director of Physical Education, Health, and Athletics. Ms. Kathleen Mark, Director of the Arts. Ms. Elizabeth Nisler-Cross, Director of Humanities. And Ms. Kelly Ramsey, Director of School Counseling, K-12. And now, Madam President Barry, members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Gavin, we are proud to present to you the graduating class of 2026. They have completed the graduation requirements prescribed by the New York State Department of Education and the Rockville Center Board of Education, and are therefore eligible to receive their high school diploma. I'd like to introduce Ms. Rachel Green, High School Assistant Principal, to begin recognizing our graduates.
Valedictorian and Second Vice President, Megan Chiara. Salutatorian, Abigail Gruner. Senior Class President, Christian Chan. Vice President, Molly Reardon. Secretary of the Senior Class, Charlotte Testerman. Treasurer of the Senior Class, Anna King. President of the SGA, Eric Green. First Vice President, SGA, Declan O'Toole. Secretary of the SGA, William Flaherty. Treasurer of the SGA, Elena Rivera. Amalia Breen. Julia Coles. Noelle Coyne. Lauren Ferrazzani. Tatum Gallagher. James Herard. Kyla Hover. Julian Kirshen. Madison McNeil. Karina Olivares. Charlotte Rocafort. Eleanor Rubin. Donovan Sherwood. Reagan Zealous. Rory Zuckerman. Matthew Abate. Ryan Aiello. Mackenzie Alcock. Sedona Allen Brodeur. Fiola Allison. Peter Altman. Jaden Alvarado. Sophia Anasansel. Jacob Arias. Kyla Arslan. Wesley Bagnato Rodriguez. Alexander Banalauer. Miller Barron. Sean Barrett. William Barrio Canal. Molly Barry. Margaret Batkin. Brian Bechtel. Gabrielle Bellarmino. Caden Belling. Amy Berenbroik. Angelina Berlingerio. Maxim Bilius. Talia Bilius. Thomas Bostico. Jack Boyens. Gabrielle Brancaccio. Patrick Brand. Harris Breen. Lamont Briggs Jr. Maeve Britt. Christian Brower. Alexandra Burgee. Malachi Burns Sharoff. Nora Byrne. Kiana Calhoun. Allison Canner. Anthony Caracappa. Olivia Caraciolo. Helen Carbajal Ramirez. Nicole Carlin. Yuri Carper. Andrew Casey. Nula Cashman. Alana Cassiano. Daniela Catrini. Spiro Sella. Sumaria Sharon. Caitlin Chadoff. Tara Cody. Michaela Coletti. Liam Conlon. Bridget Connors. Hannah Cornell. Luke Corvetti. Molly Cosgrove. Patrick Curran. Jack Darlington. Brooke DeResperis. Liam DeFrancisca. Lucas DeMarco. Mia DeSalvo. Sophia Donovan. Brooke Doresti. Enrique Dorego. Marcal Douglas. Aiden Doyle. Jane Dryden. Salvador Elias. Olivia English. Connor Erickson. Valentina Espinal. Ella Ferranda. Julie Ferranda. Kevin Farina. Ashley Favada. Joshua Feigenbaum. Quamir Felder. Jose Fernandez. Redwin Fernandez. Luke Ferrari. Eamon Ferrick. Ali Fingleton. Michael Forker. Lucy Frayne. Grace Fury. Madeline Gaillard. Caitlin Ganley. Jesus Garcia. Andrew Georgiakis. Alexa Bree Giannone. Dylan Gibson. James Gilbert. Anthony Gomez. Christian Gonzalez. Harmony Gonzalez. Sophia Goon. Robert Griffo. Naraya Griggs. George Guali Angulo. Gabriela Gizo. Kira Gunn. Kate Gupta. Jason Gutierrez. Christian Hackett. Serena Halikias. William Hamill. Catherine Harding. Ryan Healy. Anna Hayward. Carrie Hock. Nolan Hosey. Luca Acabellis. Caden Infante. Bernard Jean Marie. Ava Jewett. Jaden Johnson. Lucas Giravlia. Carter Cashaw. Colin Kenny. Katerina Kolish. Tyler Corton. Jack Kortsunis. Ava Koziars. Emily Kramer. Amaya Korko. Ellie Lennon. Molly Lennon. James Lane. AJ Lewis. Elizabeth Livingston. Charles Lodds. Genesis Lopez. Isabella Lopez. Michael Lynch. Finnegan Mankowski. Zakia Manning. Owen Merigliano. Michael Mamorali. Nicholas Martinez. Leanna McCarthy. Andrew McClellan. Gavin McDade. Alexander McDermott. Mia McGivney. Claire McKenna. Liam McLaughlin. Megan McNally. Michaela McNeil. Connor McNulty. Sullivan Marr. Juliana Minella. Brady Miller. John Malone. Nicholas Miranda. Riley Moss. Kira Mullaney. Jack Mullen. Jack Muscarella. Jonathan Muscarella. Grady Nakari. Maeve Naraki. Killian Okori. James O'Connell. Santos Oliva Sarmiento. Ryan O'Keefe. Kathleen O'Toole. Isabel Oswald. Eleni Panaji. Lucas Papadopoulos. Jaleel Peavy. Charles Panisi. John Pericolosi. Slayton Pfeiffer. Sabino Pavarelli. Sophie Radlovic. James Rakeman. Matthew Regan. Genevieve Riley. Joaquin Reyes Techera. Aiden Roach Fleming. Jose Rodriguez Ramirez. Edward Rodriguez. Kevin Rodriguez. Leander Rogan. Stacy Romero Rowe. Kayla Rosales. Brendan Rose. Travis Rose. Luke Schaff. Nathaniel Salas. Ryan Schmidt. Jack Shallis. Brooke Seidman. Anthony Selecchia. Steve Sinjari. Harry Sonidis. Carly Sotovia. Madeline Sudo. Dylan Sparer. Kira Spellman. Haley Spillane. Noscala St. Louis. Luca Suarez. Tyler Sumrani. Harper Turan. Lachlan Tarpey. Aiden Termini. Jonah Testa. Grace Bangavelu. Sophie Tobman. Christian Todaro. Matthew Tomasoni. Brianna Toro. Alexi Torres. Madeline Treneman. Peter Tuminello. Irvin Valle. Nicole Vanko. Crismar Belos Petoriano. Brendan Vetter. Andrew Villalta. Aiden Weber. Evan Weichel. Melissa Williams. Emma Wolfensberger. Caleb Wong. Madeline Wu. Jalea Woodard Chavies.
Congratulations to all of our graduates and their families. Congratulations to all of our graduates and their families. Can I have one more round of applause? It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Doreen Filing and the Chamber Singers. Dr. Filing?
3,000 miles from the moon. You've come a long way to belong here, to share this view of the night, a glorious night. Over the horizon is another bright sky. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, my irrefutable Father, He told me. Sometimes it may seem dark, but the absence of the light is a necessary part. Just know, wherever you are, you can always come Every road there's a head to hold, looking deeper. You can see that your home is inside of you. Oh, sweet, sweet home. Oh, sweet home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Just know. People get ready, here it comes. How beautiful. Get ready, here it comes. There's a light inside of you. People get ready, here it comes. How beautiful. You can always come home. 93 million miles from the sun. People get ready, 'cause here it comes. It's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon into our eyes.
Thank you, Dr. Freiling and the Chamber Singers. And now, please enjoy this video montage that was put together especially for the class of 2026.
I see this life like a swinging vine. Swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right. Doing the wrong thing. I feel something so wrong. Doing the right thing. I could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. I feel your love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is our four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong. We're doing the right thing. drowns me, makes me wanna fly. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. I feel something so wrong, we're doing the right thing. I could lie, could lie, could lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly.
I've been waiting on the sunset, bills on my mindset. I can't deny it, getting higher, higher than my income. Income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. The glow that the sun gets right around sunset helps me to realize that this is just a journey. Drop your worries, you are gonna turn out fine. Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, 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 hey. I got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kinda hard to watch this life go by. I'm buying into skeptics, skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. I'm seeing all the angles, thoughts get tangled. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. Is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, hey, hey. Only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again. It comes around again. I say only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again. It comes around, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. And keep your head up, and you can let your head down, and keep your head up, and you can let your head down, and keep your head up, and you can let your head down. Listen, oh, no, 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 no.
Back in ancient Rome, generals rode home in triumph from battle. Crowds cheered, statues were erected, babies were kissed. And at the peak of it all, a slave, the lowest man in the household, had one job: to whisper the same two words for the entire procession: memento mori. Remember, you must die. The purpose? To keep the most powerful man in Rome clear-headed at the moment of greatest temptation. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the graduation of 2026. The culmination of many difficult, joyful, and sometimes stinky years. Now's the time to take a deep breath. Put your hands behind your head, recline, tell yourself, I deserve this. I earned this. But that's exactly the temptation. Because we have just enough time to think we have forever. And because of that, we waste the little time we actually have. I say this not to make you fear death, but to make sure we, myself very much included, use our limited time wisely. And if anybody understands the temptation of feeling like you have forever, it's me. So whenever I pick up a random hobby, I treat it with such intensity you'd think I'm training for a marathon. Let me give you an example. During the pandemic, I became obsessed with beatboxing. It started with spitting noises that could hardly be classified as music, but given enough practice, I didn't sound half bad. Eventually, though, I got bored and moved on to the next thing, and the thing after that. Before long, I'd spent years on whatever pastime had my attention. And what did I have to show for it? Not a single employable skill, I'll tell you that. So, at some point, I had to ask myself, what was all that effort actually for? And what would happen if I channeled that intensity into something that mattered? In life, all of us are climbing towards something, but the question nobody stops to ask is whether you're even on the right ladder. Recently, memento mori has been on my mind, but for me, it hasn't been a reminder of death, but a command to live. When you hear that alarm clock in the morning and you're tempted to snooze, but gosh darn it, memento mori. When you're tired, but your brother wants to play outside, memento mori. When it's time to decide how you want to spend your last summer before college, memento mori. So check your ladder. What are you climbing towards? The big things, your relationships, your faith, your family, your purpose. Make sure the wall it's leaning against is worth the climb. Memento mori. And in case you missed any of that, let me break it down for you. Thank you. Okay, enough playing around. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. All the parents, all the kids. It's time to turn your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. You are Southside's 2026 graduates.
Thank you, Christian. Before I present to you all for the final time the graduating class of 2026, there are a number of people deserving of recognition for help with this graduation ceremony. I would like to extend a special thank you to Mr. Rob Lichter, who is assisting us with his final graduation before retirement. Thank you, Mr. Lichter, for all of your years of dedicated service to our school. I'd also like to thank Mr. Mark Palmentary and the students in our video club for their audio and video work with this commencement ceremony. This ceremony is being live streamed on our YouTube channel and will be available to view on demand once the event is over. Finally, a huge thank you goes out to the office staff who have helped make this event come together, especially Miss Rose LaBarbera, Miss Gina Hoffman, Miss Allison Kaplan, Miss Antonia DiMaggio, Miss Denise Barba, Miss Cindy Steinberg, and Miss Mary Lou Celeberti for all of their behind-the-scenes work putting this event together. And finally, thank you to Dr. Freiling and the Chamber Singers, Mr. LeBron, and our wind ensemble for providing tonight's musical entertainment while this ceremony went on. We appreciate you very much, and thank you. And now, it is with great pride that I ask you to give one final round of applause for the Southside High School class of 2026, the 135th graduating class of Southside High School. Thank you for being here with us today. Enjoy the rest of the evening.